Lock the machine for the purpose of recording attendance. Have all senators indicated their attendance? The clerk will please lock the machine. There are 35 members in attendance. There is a quorum. At this time, I would ask for all members and their guests to please rise for the invocation and pledge of allegiance to be led today by Senator Ryan W. Pearson, representing the towns of Cumberland and Lincoln.
Thank you, Madam President. Open our hearts, Lord, not only to the needs of those we serve, but also to one another in this chamber, so as a community of leaders, we can be led to wise and courageous actions that benefit Rhode Island. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next, first order of business is the reading of the previous day's journal. Will the clerk please read?
State of Rhode Island and Providence,
Senator Pearson.
Madam President, I move that further reading of the journal be dispensed with and the journal be recorded as printed.
Without objection, so ordered. The next order of business is the introduction of guests. Are there any guests present? The next order of business is committee reports and communications. Are there committee reports and any communications? Correspondence from Senator Sosnowski. Please be advised and let the record reflect that due to illness, I will be absent from the chamber on Tuesday, February 9th, 2016. Are there any committee reports? I believe we have the Committee on Finance. Relating to state affairs and government, Rhode Island Bridge and Replacement, Reconstruction and Maintenance Fund tolls. To substitute A, Thursday's calendar, 2 o'clock, and that there'll be further announcements. Thursday's calendar. From Her Excellency the Governor, the following appointments and requests for advice and consent. To the Quonset Development Corporation, the appointment of Susan Leach de Blasio and John Justo, and the reappointment of Gregory A. Mancini, Esquire, Commerce. Are there any further communications or committee reports? There being none, the next order of business is new business. Senator Pearson requests immediate consideration of a Senate resolution expressing condolences on the passing of Robert M. Sangre, Sr. Senator Pearson?
Thank you, Madam President. Move passage.
Senator Pearson moves passage, seconded by Leader Ruggiero and Leader Algier. All those in favor, please rise. The resolution passes. The next order of business is approval of today's consent calendar. Leader Ruggiero moves passage, seconded by Leader Algier. Is there any discussion? There being none, will the clerk please unlock the machine? Shall the consent calendar be adopted? Have all senators indicated their vote? Have all senators indicated their vote? Will the clerk please lock the machine? 37 in the affirmative, 0 in the negative. The consent calendar is adopted. At this time, we would revert to announcements and/or introductions. Are there any announcements and/or introductions? Senator Sheehan.
Introduction, Madam President.
Please proceed, Senator.
Thank you, Madam President. It is with great pleasure that I introduce principals in a very Rhode Island homegrown success company called the Ocean State Job Lot. Here with us today, we have the Job Lot co-founder and president, Mark Perlman. Could you please rise? With Mark, we have Mr. John Conforti. He's the CFO of the Ocean State Job Lot. And certainly not least, we have Mr. David Sarletto, ED. Please, welcome to the chamber. Thank you very much.
Are there any other announcements and/or introductions? Senator DuPont?
Thank you. An introduction, Madam President.
Please proceed.
To you and through you to the members of the Senate, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to welcome today, visiting from across the Atlantic, my wife Marcia's niece, Katia Souza, who is an attorney in the Azores, and her fiancé, Bruno Pimentel. Welcome.
Are there any other announcements and/or introductions? Senator Jabour?
Thank you, Madam President. Announcement, please.
Please proceed.
Judiciary will meet at the Rise in room 313.
Thank you, Senator. Madam Whip.
Thank you, Madam President. Before adjournment, I'd like to make one announcement. Madam President, members of the Senate, would like to announce that on Thursday, and for purposes of preparing your calendars, full Senate session will meet at 2 p.m. on Thursday. And Madam President, if there's no further business to come before the Senate.
Excuse me, Madam Whip, another announcement I didn't realize. Senator Metz.
Please excuse me. The Senate Education Committee will meet tomorrow at the Rise in room 310. Thank you and excuse me.
No worries. Senator Nesselbush.
Thank you, Madam President. Ladies and gentlemen, the Committee on Health and Human Services will meet at the Rise in the lounge.
Thank you. Senator Lynch Prada.
Thank you, Madam President. Announcement, please.
Please proceed.
For informational purposes, the Senate Committee on Special Legislation and Veterans Affairs is meeting tomorrow, Wednesday, in room 313 at the Rise.
Thank you. Senator Cody.
Announcement, Madam President.
Please proceed.
Committee on Commerce will be meeting at the Rise in room 212.
Thank you, Senator. Are there any further announcements and/or introductions? There being none, is there any objection to transmitting adopted resolutions to the Honorable Secretary of State? All matters passed by the Senate to the Honorable House of Representatives, and all matters passed in concurrence to Her Excellency the Governor. Hearing none, so ordered. The desk is now clear of business. Senator Goodwin.
Thank you, Madam President. If there's no further business to come before the Senate this evening, I move the Senate adjourn.
Senator Goodwin moves the Senate adjourn, seconded by Senator Kettle. All those in favor indicate by saying aye. Any opposed? Senate stands adjourned.